Can we go whack something now?
Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2, the Enhanced Edition, The Shadows of Arm. And when last we left off, we made our way through this temple quite quickly. And this barrier is blocking the only way that we can go forward. That's likely going to bring us to the Shadow Dragon. We don't have anything to worry about from the Shadow Dragon, provided that we don't instigate combat, because the ward stone that we have will shield us from its view. We only have 2 pieces of the Lightstone symbol, however, and so before we open this barrier by using a Sunstone, we're actually going to have Terri backtrack all the way over to this statue, because we have all the information we need to tell it about all of the rituals. There are 3, and each piece of paper that describes the ritual mentions 2 of the 3 steps that are needed for the ritual. And there are only 3 possible answers for each step of each ritual. So, getting all 3, you can logically deduce which step is missing. And we only took a tiny amount of damage there. Considering that that is lava, Terri should be taking a lot more even with her fire resistance. In 3.5, being fully submerged in lava deals 20d6 points of damage around, and even though Terri has a lot of health, she wouldn't survive more than a few rounds of that. And here's combat! Well, Terri may be by herself, but these are only Shade Wolves. She is more than capable of dealing with Shade Wolves by herself. She's got a high AC, deals a lot of damage, and even though she took 4 points of damage there, she still has 116 health. That was 9, but she's still fine. And with one more hit, you will be gone. There we go, marvellous. This is why I sent Terri by herself to go back, because out of all the people in the party, Terri's the most likely to be fine. Now, we have to talk to you by highlighting over here. Let's get this done.
Child of the Sun, shall you take the test of the holy ritual? You must prove your conviction before the Sun Lord shall offer up his symbol.
I am prepared to take the test.
It is well. Prove your faith and be blessed. It is dawn, O Seeker of Light. What is thy first duty?
The first duty is, I shall sing a prayer to the light.
What shall you do second in the ritual?
I shall hold high the holy book, that the sun might bless it.
How shall the ritual end?
I shall reflect on the glory of the light as it conquers the dark.
So ends the morning ritual.
What's cool about that ritual is that you could quite logically deduce what steps you need to say, even without having all the information, because it's a ritual of dawn. So you pick things related to the sun and the start of the day.
Return when thy faith is ready to face the final tests.
Oh, we will. We're ready right now.
Child of the Sun, shall you take the test of the holy ritual? You must prove your conviction before...
I'm prepared to take the test.
I am not done. Do not interrupt me.
All right, then.
You must prove your conviction before the Sun Lord shall offer up his holy symbol. There.
I am prepared to take the test.
It is well. Prove your faith and be blessed. The sun is high. Noon is upon us. How shall thee honor the Lord?
I shall sing a hymn of praise to Amonata.
How shall you next welcome the zenith of the sun?
I shall raise my hands to the light.
How shall the noontide ritual end?
I shall rejoice at the dominance of light.
So ends the noontide ritual. Return when thy faith is ready to face the final tests.
Again, that is one that you could quite logically deduce just by thinking, it's noon. Pick steps that are revolving around reveling in the light. And finally, the last bit. Look, we've already gone through this thing twice. Do you really need to say it again?
I must say what I have been programmed to say.
All right then, get it over with.
Child of the Sun, shall you take the test of the holy ritual? You must prove your conviction before... Pay attention when I'm talking to you.
Alright then.
I will start again.
Really?
Yes. Child of the sun, shall you take the test of the holy ritual? You must prove your conviction before the Sun Lord shall offer up his symbol.
I am prepared to take the test.
It is well. Prove your faith and be blessed. It is dusk, and as the darkness moves in, the evening ritual must be said to ward off evil. What is the first step?
I will recite the tenets of the faith.
The shadows grow longer. What must be done second?
I will hold my child that they might see the sun.
How shall the evening ritual end?
I shall mourn as I watch the sun give way to the onslaught of darkness.
The evening ritual is completed. The test has ended. Amunata in his glory offers thee this symbol. Use it and its brothers to form the symbol of Amunata. That is the ward required to open the door to the lair of the Dark One.
We gained a lot of things there. We gained a fair amount of experience, and we have gained a completed item. The symbol of Amunata. The 3 holy symbols connected to form this disc. The symbol of Amunata. And guess who gained a level? Hexat gained a level. And that's awesome. Let's sort that out now. She has gained 1 Thacker reduction, 25 skill points, 2 hit points, and a lore increase of 3. Now let us work on a bit of move silently, improve that a bit of hide in shadows, and we might actually put a few points in pickpocket. We may end up using that at some point, or we may not, but eventually we definitely will run out of things to put points in. And that's done.
What would you have me do?
Now we need to get Terri back to the party, as she is essential to getting through to the next area. We are not going to be fighting the Shadow Dragon right now. The Shadow Dragon is going to be a daunting enough opponent. We definitely need to be prepared, and we may need to buy a couple of items to make sure that we're ready. We are definitely not ready. We may have a decent strategy for taking care of dragons, but the Shadow Dragon's abilities are very different to those of Furkrog. The main thing the Shadow Dragon does is deal a lot of level drain, and we are not prepared for level drain. Oh no! We're better prepared for fire. If the Shadow Dragon was able to use fire on us and only that, we would be fine, but no. The Shadow Dragon is entirely optional, much like Furkrog was, but we are going to take care of the Shadow Dragon eventually. We want the cool armor that we can make from the Shadow Dragon's scales. We have rested, and so we shall save and move on. I don't think there's very much more to this area.
What's that?
Open this up, and further ahead is a door. We can open it and go down. This is a vast, vast room.
If you say so.
And there's a door right here. If we go over here, there is the Shadow Dragon, Thrax Cilia. If we talk to the dragon will try and kill us. Let's not do that. Let's instead just go over here and ready up a few spells, namely haste. That should probably be sufficient. It's probably not going to be sufficient.
Something is awry. I sense fresh souls. Who intrudes upon me? More unlucky adventurers come to swell the ranks of my dark army?
There are 2 ways that we can do this conversation. We can either be super heroic and good, or we can just be quite matter-of-fact, and I think Terri's definitely going to do the latter. You shall have to kill me first. We've gotten past your pet worm. What do you think we shall do to you and your altar?
Bravado, of course. Your kind grows tiresome and predictable, yet you may be of some use to me.
I shall not be used by the likes of you.
Oh, but you shall, mortal. This body that I inhabit grows tired. You shall make an excellent replacement. Come, my shades, open the portal! This brash fool has some strength.
Let us end the dialogue and very quickly deal with the Shadow Altar. The Shadow Altar needs to be destroyed. We also have Shadow Patrick and a Shadow. And this is the Shade Lord. Let us deal with the Shade Lord. We'll have you fight there, we'll have you use that, we'll have you use this, and we'll have you use... I think an aerial servant might be a good thing to summon here. And you're going to... Actually, we'll have you attack this here. There we go. You can attack there, and you're going to attack there. All the way around, that's the end of that there. And one more hit, and there you go. The Shade Lord is gone. Does the Shade Lord have a problem indeed, Dawn? Let's deal with this altar. The altar needs to be destroyed. Marvellous. I think we've pretty much done everything that we need to here.
Quickly, get me the dragon ready.
Ah, yes. Because we have dealt with the altar,
Fear not.
it's now
I'm
day.
watching your back.
You are welcome in my sight.
Freedom from this domination. Thank you. The ranger's words trail off. She is dead.
Hot butter.
Was that really appropriate, Lilikor? That was not appropriate at all.
That's the best you can manage?
We have finished the quest. The evil of that altar has been destroyed. Some of Aminata's golden colouring can now be seen beneath the filth of the Shade Lord.
Very good.
There are quite a few things for us to loot here. Let's start with the looting. We have Morella's journal, we have Leland's journal, and a note from Mazzy Fenton. We also have some chainmail, and 4,872 gold, as well as a cloak, a rogue stone, and a king's tear. And that halberd that we didn't grab. Now, we know what a king's tear is and a rogue stone. We haven't actually looked at the description of them yet, I don't think. A small, shifting, rainbow-coloured, iridescent gemstone. The fluid shades of colour appear almost liquid under normal sunlight. It is truly beautiful sight to behold. Rogue stones are extremely rare and are used for the gem jump spell, hence one of the most sought-after gems in the realms. And this one? King's tears are very rare and found only in the realms, where they are sometimes called frozen tears. Clear, teardrop-shaped, smooth-surfaced, and totally unbreakable so far by any means, these stones are said to be the crystallized tears of long-dead necromancer kings. In each gem can be seen that which the weeping king loved long ago. Their true nature is unknown, but suffice to say that sages prize these gems above all others. We also have some goodies. Goodies that we are going to have Edwin identify. And that can go in there. Why not? And we'll put these right here. This is a suit of chainmail he doesn't know about. This, though, is Duskblade +2. Though once a simple halberd, this weapon spent many hundreds of years in a tomb next to the sole phylactery of a powerful lich. The creature was eventually erased from existence, purportedly by another of its kind, but such close proximity to that concentrated evil has imbued this blade with the very essence of night, and the chill of darkness, energy that becomes deadly in combat. It is a foul weapon, and a warrior should use it with caution. It's pretty good. It's a +2 weapon that deals 2 points of cold damage every time you hit. As for this is the Cloak of the Stars. The Land to the Fair created many types of cloaks, all known as Cloaks of the Stars. This particular version is simple, with 3 stars down each sleeve. Once per day, each star can be removed and thrown as a dart. The stars disappear, only to return the next day. This creates 6 + 5 darts once per day. And that's a fine thing for Edwin to have. As for this, we need this identifying with those glasses that we have. This is Dark Mail +3. Whether by design or through exposure to intense heat in battle, the chain links of this armour are coal black throughout. While legends usually speak of knights in shining armour facing great beasts, the fire-resistant enchantment on this suit suggests equally great, if unheralded, battles with fire-breathing creatures. Armour class +2, fire resistance +20%. Not bad at all. Definitely something you'd want to use if you were going to go, for instance, to fight Furkrog. But we've already done that. Now, as for getting out of here, we need to go, I think,
Come on, let's kill
this
something
way.
now.
Yes, this is the way we need to go.
Whatever you desire.
Down here. I don't think there's anything else for us to... Nope, there's nothing else for us to do. So let's quickly go.
Nothing.
Now, the dragon, I believe, is still here. So, let's not stay in close proximity to that dragon.
I'm busy, okay? I'm
Now,
busy.
do you have... Yes, you still have stone skin. Marvellous.
Very well.
Now, let us head back out. This is actually a place that you may end up coming back to quite a few times in this game, for various reasons. Namely, if you're having a romance with a character. At least in the previous playthroughs that I've done, there is a need to return to this temple with certain events that happen. I don't know if that's going to be the case considering the party that I have and the fact that Terri is romancing Dawn. Now, we need to make our way over to here. So let's just get the whole party over there, and they'll inevitably take a few points of damage. 1 point there for Terri, and 4 points there for Dawn. Dawn's actually taking quite a few points, and I didn't realise that Dawn had actually leveled up. I think Dawn leveled up when we got the completed symbol. So let's level up Dawn. Dawn gained a proficiency point. Now, he can't get any more two-handed sword, and he can't get any more two-handed weapons style, but we can get him something else. Now, he can't use crossbow, because we can't get any more crossbow because we've already given him as much crossbow as he can get. Now, as for what else we could give him, we could give him some longbow. It will give him some versatility. And then we'll think about giving him another melee weapon. Maybe halberd. There we go. Nice.
Yeah.
Now
what
let's
would you
have
like?
you go
You must gather your
upstairs
party before
and
venturing
out of
forth.
here. Is there going to be any combat? No.
I would have a word with you
Would you, Dawn?
in private.
Oh. Okay. Of course, Dawn. Always happy to talk with my favourite half-orc.
My patron, Urgathors, compels me to act once again.
Oh. Okay. What does he want of you this time?
He demands another death. A paladin of Helm, named Turpin.
Sounds straightforward enough.
I've checked around, and this Turpin isn't at the Temple of Helm.
Ah, that does rather complicate matters, doesn't it? Do you know where he is?
I know who knows where he is.
Please tell me you know where that person is.
His name's Guardian Telwyn.
A paladin of a temple. We should pay this Telwyn a visit.
Telwyn stands sentry in Helm's temple every night.
We should go tonight. Very well. So,
Nothing
we've
to
been given another task, or rather, Dawn has been given another task, and we're going to help Dawn with that task. Seems simple enough so far. And have you noticed that we are now re-exploring the map? Because we're on a new map. This is the Shadow Banished version of this map. And we're going to have a look at it in its entirety. We're also going to try our best to avoid any bears that we encounter, because as we all know, bears are deadly. Even to our party, bears are deadly. Let's just have a quick look around here. This is the area that I wanted to get into at the very beginning, but I couldn't because it was surrounded by trees. And now, everything in this forest is lovely and picturesque. The shadows are gone. The evil that was gripping hold of the wood has passed. And there's a black bear. Let's just go this way. Oh, we got too close. The bear is angry. Corgan, show the bear how angry you are. That's pretty angry, Corgan.
I'm far more angry than you are! Blah! Did you really have to get its brains everywhere, Corgan? It looked at me funny, which meant I had to kill it. Are you looking at me funny as well? No. No, I am not. You're certainly looking at him like he's gone crazy. Don't tell him that. Oh, I won't. Not yet, anyway. Let's just look around a bit more. Fill in the map. It's a good idea to fill in the map. And then we'll pop back to Umar, because we have a quest completion to hand in. We've dealt with everything. Turns out it wasn't the witch Umar come back. It was something far worse. Hopefully the reward we get's going to be nice. And then we have a reason to go back to Athkatla. We have to go to, talk to that paladin. And there's another bear. Let's try our best to avoid that bear. We're probably not going to manage to avoid it. It's a grizzly bear, this one. Could be very dangerous indeed. But the bear wisely decided not to engage us in combat. It would have been a very, very short combat bear. Did you see what Corgan did to the other bear? Oh, that bear. Instant dead. And he wasn't even berserking at that point. Well, here's a combat with a giant lynx.
Yes.
This is going to be pretty brief.
Right.
Yep, that's pretty brief. 175 experience for the party. And one very dead lynx. And so, when we come back, folks, we're going to report on our success to Minister Lloyd, and then we're going to pop back to Athkatla, as we have more of Dawn's personal quest to do. Hopefully it will be relatively straightforward finding where that person he wants to find is. Hopefully the person that we want to find who knows where the other person is won't direct us to another person, who then directs us to another person, and before we know it, we're going all across Athkatla, and Arm, and the realms, and all the planes, just to find this person. I've done some quests in games where that happens, and trust me, the anger that your character feels when you finally get to the end of it and people are like, well, you could have just come straight to me, how difficult could it be? That anger is so palpable, you could box it up and sell it at the general store for 5 gold. And you make loads of money. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then.
Can we go
I
whack
find
something
it
now?
great
We'll be
outdoors,
hitting
chaotic
something
and
pretty
fierce.
soon,
It
Lillicor.
needs a shaping
Don't worry.
will to slap the beasts into proper order.
Later.